Hello there, Nikio here. Welcome to my playthrough of Super Robot Wars T. This is the English version on the PS4. And I'm sure you have already played this yourself or you have watched someone else played it, but here on the Nikio channel, you're gonna be getting the most professional, well-edited. My controller isn't working, god damn it. Okay, here we go. Great comedic timing, by the way. I was gonna pick beginner mode as like the punchline, but well, my first playthrough was done with Saizo, so I'm gonna go with Sekiri this round. And my first playthrough was done on the Switch. I got my Switch copy first, and this is gonna be the first run on the PS4, so you're gonna see like trophies pop and stuff. Alright, here we go. The greatest turning point in human history. Humanity fell into decline after the decades of prosperity known as the Golden Age. Humanity's passion was ground to dust by the harsh truths of outer space, caged within the solar system. Corruption, feathers, and the world became a battlefield for an endless war. They really could have paced these texts better. New Universal Era NUE 200, yet another battle approaches humanity in this twilight age. Just the little picture of the title screen to the right there. It's pretty interesting that they translated the book to 20th March VTX Union Weapons Test Facility number 1. So I bought this digitally, therefore I got the early bonus DLCs, which is the scenario stuff, which I didn't get to do on the Switch because of like the really big problem with the stores and stuff like that. Although you now get it on a patch, I believe. Okay. I'm not gonna be reading all of these, I'll be reading in my head. Hopefully I can talk well enough as I'm reading it. But if I'm reading a text, all the text in Super Robot Wars, I'm gonna be doing this playthrough to next year. Which is probably the same time I'm gonna be taking to finish this project. Right. So the original character cast in this one is pretty great. I like them more than Wii and X. So first thing first, we're gonna turn off the grid, make the P's fast. All standard stuff that you guys should be doing on every game. And her spirit command will probably be the same as Saizo, at least the default one. So as I was saying, the OT cast in this game is pretty great, but just honestly speaking, what's the name of this thing? The Tyrannado animation is pretty horrible. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Only like the final attack of the upgrade actually looks good in my opinion. Well, that was really close. Don't get me wrong, the design itself is fine. It's actually quite interesting, like the way it's getting weapons from like support ships and stuff like that. But the animations itself is really rushed in my opinion. So there's no skill point on this, yeah, I guess DLC scenario. So we're just gonna be taking our time, and I'm just gonna show the animation when I think it's gonna be appropriate. I guess I'll just turn it on if I wanna see it personally. I mean, look at that. It's like maybe they could have made her, you know, aim the gun for a bit, get a few more cut-in ends, and yeah, hopefully it will look much better once it gets into the OG games. So this won't kill him because he's on like the buildings. They will kill the other two guys, so I'm just gonna shoot this guy to lower his health. And we're gonna finish it in this enemy turn. And there we go. It's just like the generic clapping sound they have been using since forever. Goldwyn. I mean, you look at him and you know he's gonna be the final boss. Well, so Sakiri's quirk seems to be like she's just this really into the money kind of character. Well, Saizo set a pretty high standard in my opinion. Hopefully she's not just gonna be like a palette swap of him. This is like everyone's just like gonna hit on her throughout this game. Pretty sure. So that concludes power part. 50,000 fun, 500 attack points. Alright. So I'm not gonna be using any of these skills. At least I'm not gonna purchase them. And I won't be doing upgrades either. But I'll be using parts that I get, which, you know, since I got this from the DLC, I might as well just use it. And that's it for the first episode. I'm gonna see you guys soon. Alright, so since the last episode was pretty damn short, I'm just gonna do one more. The first scenario, first official one at least. So I haven't had the chance to talk about the, what is it? The limitations of this playthrough that I'm gonna set for myself. The Fallen Angel. Yep, they're just gonna hit on her for the entire game. Totally see it. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not gonna be upgrading, and I'm not gonna be using any of the TacP points, so I'm not gonna be buying skills, I'm not gonna buy parts, and I'm not gonna use the factory upgrade until like the end of the game, where you need to upgrade it to 5 level in order to unlock the true ending route. But I'm not going to be doing this on expert mode because expert mode is a pain in the ass if you have played it in X. And interestingly, by the way, they made a different character art for when she spilled coffee on her shirt. Which we're going to be seeing a lot of these like really cool dynamic art on these like wuxia novel scenes. Like a massive improvement over the last games. I guess they're kind of trying to market this as like a half visual novel game, which is, I mean, there's nothing to complain about, it looks good. And here, Rami Amasaki. Got here through nepotism. Milk down marrow. They did a really great job with these translations, I think. There's people who complain about the fact that a lot of these lines are not directly translated, and to that I say that's how localization works. You gotta translate things into phrases that make sense. And who are you to say that you know Japanese better than the people who are, you know, doing the translations for these games? Totally abusive of her power. Yeah, let's just drag a lady straight out of college to pilot a mech in this war. Carry axe. There are 48 in total, so we're gonna be hearing more of that. People are treasures. If I'm going through these dialogue too quickly, just let me know in the comments, I guess. I do consider myself a pretty fast reader, so I'm just gonna be clicking through this as soon as I finish reading it. But then again, you probably won't be watching this for the text anyway. Alright. HR point conditions. Use all of Terranado's weapons. It's pretty easy. So I'm gonna be getting all the... oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna be getting all the skill points. Or at least I'll try to do it. Terrorists. I'm pretty sure these guys are just a palette swap of one of the grunt units from the older games. Alright. So just gonna hit this guy to the left here. Lowers the health. So I'm sure a lot of you don't really need my tips on how to play these games. Like, Super Robot Wars is easy enough as it is, but generally speaking, you wanna shoot, you wanna attack like the units that still has health left that you cannot kill in one shot. Because with these guys with lower health, you could just finish them off with the enemy phase. And this is how you like do a lot of the skill point that is like time limited. Damn, like, was that like 11% and they hit me twice in a row? Jovian Federation weapon. From Nadesico, the Prince of Darkness. Lizard War. And oh yeah, if you guys never check these things, how do I do that again? Alright, there's quite a lot of details in these like keyword stuff. A lot of efforts are put into it, so let's try to read them if you can. So here 000 Earth Federation is formed, uses of the NUE adopted, completion of warp system, believe that unethical. First Gundam fight is held, really interesting. The 1 year war is like way after the Gundam fight, which is weird. I mean, you would think the war would end pretty quickly if they have technology to make like the God Gundams. And Rip War, Cosmo Babylonia conflict, Lizard War, Black Noir. So Mind Gain is post plot in this game, in case you didn't know by now, right? GGG's Wolfhawk. Is it pronounced Wolfhawk? I don't really know. Well, and here comes the Great Machine Gun, which Meryl will be fangirling over. So this is really cool. Like they kind of set up the story to make Koji Tetsuya and like Amuro like the mentor veteran type characters. Really interesting. And I must say I'm not the biggest fan of the Machine Gun Infinity movie. I'm glad they used it in this game, but I hope we go back to like, or at least like add the other Machine Guns back, like Machine Kaiser and Machine Gun Zeros. Because Infinity wasn't really up to the standard of what those guys said. It's a beautiful cut-in, by the way. Like, I think we can all agree that we should be getting Machine Kaisers again. I'm sure it will return. They're not gonna leave all those assets just sitting to waste. There we go, just got a skill point. Really worried about some of these skill points later on because I'm not sure how tough killing the bosses will be without upgrades. Just gonna bring Tetsuya up. Just hit this blue guy called Majin. And yeah, hearing like fucking Embryo voicing Tetsuya is just really wrong. I like how they question mark their names. Like, yeah, we're not supposed to know who they are by this point. Like, the sprite looks really good, but the animations are really vanilla. Like, it's just the lack of dynamic is a problem. Just gonna put multi-action here. Might as well cast that, and since her SP is full, move her up. Let's see this guy. So yeah, a lot of complaints about Gao Gaia units animations. Personally, I think yeah, it's worse. It's worse than BX and W in a sense, because you know those games had much more dynamic, like choreographies and stuff. It's not that bad. I mean, I could think of a lot worse from this game alone. Like, this cut-in is pretty beautiful if you ask me. Man, that hit rate is abysmal. Well, if he doesn't miss, we can end this in the enemy phase. I mean, look at that. That was literally just like flying to punch and kick. I mean, come on, they could do better. Oh, let's pick an attack that has higher hit rate. I'm not gonna turn it on because you probably have seen it already. And he missed, of course. Yeah, I'm really worried about the accuracy in general. Like, there's probably gonna be a lot of resets if I'm gonna get auto skill point. Like, I hope this hit. Okay. So says EL01 passed their extra intelligence. Guy was an astronaut when his shadow collided with EL01. Well, if you have seen Galgaiga, it's pretty much word for word. Well, that's pretty much the end of the first scenario. I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully I'll be able to cover this entire challenge run, but you know, if you do want to see more, you know, leave a like, leave a comment. I do really enjoy T. I think it's probably the best one out of VX and T. I would say V is still like objectively better because it has like more stuff in it. Overall, it's like the most polished one, but dollar purchase. Oh yeah, the bonus scenario. Yes, I was saying, like, this game really has like something different in it. Let's check out what they have to say. There we go. Cliffhanger. What is her blue hair about? I can't be buying any of these. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.